A Times Influence Initiative.
In today's world, women have an equal footing with men. They have achieved high accolades and are doing very well in modern India, many times even better than their male counterparts. However, when it comes to financial planning, most of the time they take the back seat, leaving the details for the husband, father or brother to handle. Most often this is owing to a lack of time after looking at personal and professional commitments or the complexity of products and the mathematics involved in financial planning. On this episode of Nivesh, our financial experts are going to guide working women on securing their financial future.
Mutual funds is a good investment, but it's a long-time investment, and I feel this dividend coming in every month is obviously more beneficial for us, for a lady, to splurge on other luxuries and all.
मैंने एक्चुअली कभी ये सब पूछा ही नहीं, मैं कभी गई ही नहीं वो सब चीज़ में. जो भी है मैं अपने हस्बैंड के ऊपर ये सब चीज़ में मैं ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं लेना चाहती.
I don't want to depend on anyone. That's why I'm saving my money and just want to explore me and myself and the world.
So I have heard about mutual funds, and I do know, the only thing I know about mutual funds is they are subject to market risk. Please read the offer document carefully before investing, which is what they actually say on TV.
To buy a property, what exactly I will have to do, how to invest in a systematic way. That's what I want to know today.
While women and men today are considered to be equal, the environment and situations that women face are very different from that which men face. What are some of the hurdles that women have to face when managing their financial future? And what are some steps that they can take to ensure that their financial future is secured? Hello and welcome to the Association of Mutual Funds in India and Times Network present Nivesh, a pan-India investor education initiative where we're aiming to educate every Indian so that they can better manage their hard-earned money. Now joining me on this episode are two financial experts. Let me introduce them to you. First up, we have Shubhangi Pai. She's a certified financial planner. And we have Anup Bhaiya. He's the MD at Money Honey Financial Services. And joining us are 5 working women, and we'll be trying to guide them and help them so that they can secure their financial future. Let's go on to our first guest. Hi Priya, tell us a little bit about yourself and what are some of your financial aspirations?
Hi, I'm Priyadarshini Kohli. I am from Delhi but living in Bombay now. It's been my home for almost 5 years. And I'm currently a brand consultant. I'm consulting on a few projects. I'm also a freelance content writer. For the future, I think for me what's most important is that I would like to invest in such a way that my old age is taken care of, in which terms of which I can actually check into an old age home and actually have enough for my any medical emergencies that come my way. Second, I would like to have an investment in a 1-bedroom house. It can be very small, it doesn't have to be big, it's not necessarily something that I would live in myself, but just to have it as an investment, some sort of a tangible security. And the third is to be able to have a holiday once a year in maybe a destination in either the United States or in Europe.
Great, great. Shubhangi, could you guide her on this?
What I would suggest is invest 1.5 lakhs every year in PPF. That's, you may feel I'm just getting around 7% or so, but still it's tax-free and very safe. So at the back of your mind, okay, this investment is there. Then you can also think of SIPs. When you invest in an SIP, invest it for a very long time. See, for your retirement home as well as for your medical emergency. Start SIPs specially for that. In a diversified equity fund, because you're very young now. So that's the best option. Just go on, and don't look at that money. You may be negative initially when you invest. Doesn't matter. But at the end of it, when the turnaround happens, you're going to be a winner. Okay? And buying a house, yes, In fact, don't wait. I would suggest take a housing loan. And if I'm not mistaken, SBI, etc., for women, the rate of interest is some 0.25% less than for the others. So go take a loan and buy the house.
Okay, let's move on to Shobita. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what are some of your financial aspirations?
My name is Shobita Kumar and I am running a housekeeping company called Silver Broom India, and it's my own company which I've been running from last 17 years. Well, I have a family they stay in Dubai. My son is running a catering business. My husband had a factory of his own. He makes oil tankers. Now he's joined his son. Right now my financial aspiration is just to lead a comfortable life, go on vacations and splurge myself in shopping, and to take care of my kids and my grandchildren. Till 2 years back, my father was taking care of all my investments, and after his death, it really shook us up. That's when I learned a lot about investments and how and where you should put your money. And I feel mutual funds is a very good option.
Lovely, superb. Anup, you want to guide Shobita on this?
She said she has some amount of money in a fixed deposit basically, and she has business also. And I'm sure she would fall into the highest tax bracket. The post-tax return from a fixed deposit is not lucrative. If you can keep the similar things in maybe in a debt mutual funds, probably a short-term funds, or even for a liquid funds, you can save tax, and that saving tax is nothing but you are earning little more. You have business, so there are some amount of inflows are coming in. If you keep that SIP incoming, I'm sure whatever your goals are there, the prolonged period of time you can still continue. Traveling is one thing, you can still travel around the world, and that will help over a period of time basically. So look at again diversified equity mutual funds, and the SIP is a very powerful tool, for a creation of long-term wealth, and over a period of time, downside protection is little less. So I personally feel the SIP can be.
So Smriti, tell us a little bit about yourself and what are some of your financial aspirations?
Hi, I'm Smriti. I have come from Delhi. And in my family, my younger brother and younger sister and my mom is there. Now I've shifted to Bombay and I'm working in media from the past 11 years as a director. So far my journey been so nice and so wonderful. Right now I'm enjoying every bit of my life and I'm having so much fun. Since I'm saving my money for my future security, of course, I just don't want to be dependent on anyone. So financially, I just want to take care of myself, my family, and my, of course, future kids. So I'm saving my money for that as well. And also, I want to travel the world. This is the very second and first thing I want to do. Every girl needs to be an independent woman. So if one girl is earning money, she should always save her money to secure her future for herself. Whatever she want to do, she shouldn't depend on anyone. Just whatever she wishes to, want to, buy to, just do it. So in that way, I'm finding that every independent girl should secure money for their future.
Okay, great. Shubhangi, you want to guide her?
Since you would want to travel every year, you would have to set some money aside. Again, I would say let it be a liquid fund or something like that. And I presume you're in the highest tax bracket. And if you need it within a year, you can't risk that money, right? So invest that money in a liquid fund and take it off as and when you need it. And then regarding your retirement, I see gone are those days of pension when, you sit back, you get the government pension. Now you have to create a corpus so that you can live comfortably when you retire, or if you go slow. For that, you should start an SIP in a diversified equity fund. Okay, and even medical, see what happens is you have to keep you should take a mediclaim. I'm not against mediclaim, but then there is a limit as such. Maybe 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. But start one more SIP exclusively for medical purpose. Okay. And don't look at that. Only in case need be, you can withdraw that money. You also wanted to buy a house, you're saying.
Yes.
For that, I would always say, take a loan first.
All right.
Take a loan. Don't bother to save money for a house.
Well, on that note, it's time for a very short break. You're watching the Association of Mutual Funds in India and Times Network present Jan Nivesh. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Association of Mutual Funds in India and Times Network present Jan Nivesh, a pan-India investor education initiative where we are aiming to guide every Indian so that they can earn better from their hard-earned money. Let's continue our episode. Aditi, tell us a little bit about yourself and what are some of your financial aspirations?
You can either do editor or an ankle knot, okay? So I'm going to do editor.
My name is Aditi Deshpande. I have a company called Fly High Aerial Art, under which we teach aerial acrobatics, which is called aerial silk or aerial fitness. When I was 5 years old, I started doing rope malkham, and since then was competing in state level, national level, and at the age of 21, I got a Chhatrapati Award, which is the highest level award given by the Maharashtra government. Because I do aerial acrobatics and aerial fitness, I have these studios, but these are all rented studios. There is nothing of my own. So I wish in future I want to start my own circus studio where I can teach aerial hoop, aerial silk, aerial trapeze. And for that we require a very good amount of height, like this height we need. And for that the amount is really high to get that place, to buy that place or rent it out, whatever. So I want to invest in such a way that I could afford it. I have not planned anything, whatever for tax saving I'm investing, that's it. There is no future, like if I have to save this much for this, for the business or for buying a property. There is no such kind of aspiration yet. I have aspiration, but I have no plan for it yet.
Anup, you want to come in on this?
So I think if your goal is clear in terms of having a real estate, would suggest why don't you search for like right place and and again obviously you need to look for your budget also in that aspects, and probably take a loan and have that, because that's a property you are going to consume. Basically you will use it for your commercial purpose, and obviously you can earn from that basically. So once you clear that, it brings stability for your business also. And till that time, probably the best thing is basically you can have an SIP, because every month you know that this is what your income is, basically your expenses are there, and out of that how much you can shell out, or probably you can put money in a liquid funds. I think that over a period of time will help you in terms of achieving your goals.
Let's move on to Sutapa. Sutapa, आपके बारे में कुछ बताइए और आपके क्या financial dreams हैं, आपके क्या goals हैं?
Myself Shutapa, I am a fitness trainer. अभी मैं फिलहाल freelancing कर रही हूँ. Gymnastic, power yoga, functional training and all. Investment का actually मेरे husband भी gymnast है, वो भी international player है और Navy में है. तो मेरे हस्बैंड अभी रिटायरमेंट पे जाने वाले हैं, तो हम सोच रहे कि दोनों एक साथ एक जिम खोलें, फिर दोनों एक साथ काम करें. ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि आफ्टर मेरे हस्बैंड का रिटायरमेंट के बाद हमें ऐसा क्या करना चाहिए जिससे हमारा थोड़ा सा मनी भी सेविंग्स रहे और हम जिम भी खोल पाए और थोड़ा टेंशन फ्री होके लाइफ को एंजॉय कर पाए.
जिम कभी खोलना चाहते हो?
रिटायरमेंट के बाद.
हाँ, तो तब तक तो रिटायरमेंट का पैसा आ जाएगा ना. हाँ. तो वो पैसा उसमें डाल दो.
ये तो सेविंग्स के लिए कुछ नहीं रखो, पूरा
पेंशन तो आने वाली है.
हाँ.
पर अभी रिटायरमेंट कितने साल दूर है?
दिसंबर में नेक्स्ट.
2019.
हाँ.
ओके, तो 1.5 साल है.
एंड पेंशन आने वाली है.
हाँ.
प्लस जिम से भी रेवेन्यू आने वाला है.
ओके, तो जगह लेके जिम खोलनी चाहिए या
जगह ले लो, जगह
लेके खोलनी चाहिए.
क्योंकि क्या रहता है, अगर आपने भाड़े पे लिया फिर हर 3 साल आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा, या बीच में उसको चाहिए प्रॉपर्टी. देन अगेन वो और क्या आपके सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स वगैरह आपको
हाँ
शिफ्ट करना
हाँ,
पड़ेगा, तो इससे अच्छा है आप खुद की प्रॉपर्टी ले लो
ओके तो
एंड
रिस्क ले
स्टार्ट.
सकते हैं ना
एब्सोल्युटली,
ओके
एब्सोल्युटली.
और अनूप, यू नो, जनरली ये काफ़ी लोगों का क्वेश्चन होगा जो टीवी पर देख रहे हैं अबाउट चिल्ड्रन, कि मतलब एंड आजकल लेट्स फेस इट, चाइल्ड के स्कूल एक्सपेंसेस आर क्वाइट अ लॉट, तो वो क्या गाइडेंस रहता है आपको टू एनी पेरेंट्स दैट आर वाचिंग द शो? व्हाट इज योर गाइडेंस टू देम टू प्लान फॉर द चिल्ड्रंस फ्यूचर?
काफ़ी इम्पॉर्टेंट है एंड ऐसा माना जाता है कि अगर आप इन्फ्लेशनरी आइटम अगर आप देखते हैं तो आपका गैस सिलेंडर या वेजिटेबल्स ये मोस्ट इन्फ्लेशनरी आइटम्स नहीं हैं. एजुकेशन एंड ट्यूशन फीस आर द मोस्ट इन्फ्लेशनरी आइटम्स है. ठीक है, सो आई थिंक बहुत सारे म्यूचुअल फंड में वुमेंस के लिए नहीं होगा लेकिन चाइल्ड्स के लिए प्लान्स है.
ओके,
ठीक है, सो तो आप स्पेसिफिक प्लान्स है. सो काफ़ी सारे प्लान्स ऐसे जिनको शायद लास्ट 10 साल 12 साल या 15 साल का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है और अच्छे खासे रिटर्न्स भी है वहाँ पे. तो आई थिंक वो वहाँ पे एक छोटा अमाउंट निवेश किया जा सकता है. अगर आप वहाँ पे मंथली भी अगर आप शुरू कर सकते हैं तो आई थिंक वो भी एक बढ़िया ऑप्शंस है. जनरली ऐसा माना जाता है कि अगर घर में अगर कोई भी फिनेंशियल स्ट्रेस अगर आता है, पेरेंट्स सब कुछ निकाल देंगे पैसा लेकिन अपने बच्चों के नाम का पैसा नहीं निकालेंगे. लाइक सो वो भी एक एस्पेक्ट हो. सो आइडियली इफ यू कैन कीप असाइड सम स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ मनी एंड शी इज यंग आल्सो, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आई एम श्योर इन फ्यूचर इट विल गेट बेनिफिट.
Lovely, superb. Well, we're just about running out of time, but before I let Anup and Shubhangi, before I let you go, I would love for you to guide our guests here with a financial roadmap. So we'd love for you to write it up for them. Thank you, Shubhangi. Thank you, Anup, for that. Shubhangi, if you could just read out the points that you have. So, first for Priya.
For Priya, I say Mediclaim is a must, and for her travel plans, she should be investing in liquid funds. And if the travel plan is like beyond 5 years, then you should invest in a balanced fund, which will give you a better return than a liquid fund. Okay, and yes, for a house, you must go ahead with it. Go in for a loan, buy it straight. And even if you don't really intend living in it, it's an asset, and you can get a rental income from there, right? And SIPs in a diversified equity fund for your retirement home.
Thanks for that, Shubhangi. Now for Smriti.
Yeah, Smriti, Mediclaim is a must, okay? And term insurance is a must, especially if your family is depending on you, so take care of that. And then home, yes, you must go ahead, as you'd be staying in it, right? You need a home. Yeah, go ahead, take a loan, give the margin money and buy your home straight away. Then SIPs in a diversified equity fund as a retirement corpus. Okay?
Lovely. Thank you. And finally for Shutappa.
Sutapa, for you, Mediclaim is a must, and then term insurance is also a must. Then yes, you must go ahead and buy the property for your gym. Okay, and SIPs for your daughter's education or training, in sports or whatever field she intends going to. You should start an SIP for your daughter.
Thank you for
Thank
that,
you.
Shubhangi. Anup for Shobita.
Now what she need to have is just have a clear aspect in terms of as an asset allocation. She has some long term goals and there are some short terms as and when it comes basically. So wherever there is a long term, I think look at as an SIP as an option. I think that will be best things. Look at tax efficient options whenever you are looking, because you run a business, so you should not end up paying a tax on your investment income. Whatever you are generating income from your business, if you are paying tax on that, is fine. But paying tax on your investment income, I think it's a crime. Ideally one should not do that. So look at tax efficient instruments. Debt products are better product relative to your fixed deposit as an investment. You run a business, hence liquid fund is an extremely important. So all your working capital money, ideally it should not lie in your saving bank, current bank account. Ideally it should lie in in your liquid funds accounts. Look at whether you have term plan and mediclaim. These are the two very important aspects. Don't, apart from term, ideally you should not have any other investment in insurance. I think this is for Shobhita.
Super. And for Aditi?
I would advise, like look at as an SIP options, maybe for a 3-year, 5-year, whichever time horizon you can look for. Hybrid fund you can start with, and then some amount of money maybe in a liquid fund. To look at term insurance if you don't have. So hedge your financial risk by taking a term plan, and obviously a mediclaim, and keep some amount in the liquid funds in terms of plan for any emergency sort of aspect.
Super, great. Thank you so much for that. I'll just take these from you and pass them down. Thank you so much, Shubhangi. Thank you, Anup, for coming on the show. Thank you, ladies, for being on the show, and we hope we've been able to help you and guide you on the way ahead to secure your financial future. I'd also urge you to join our Jan Nivesh movement, wherein we're asking everybody to pledge to invest their 1 day's income per month into mutual fund. That's right, you too can join the Jan Nivesh movement and pledge to invest your 1 day's income every month into mutual funds. All you need to do is give a missed call on 1-800-833-666 or visit our website, which is www.jannivesh.in. Well, that's all on this series of 10 episodes, and we hope we've been able to guide you, help you, so that you can better invest your hard-earned money, because after all, aaj ki kamai bhavishya mein kaam aaye. That's all from us. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.
How women participation can change. They come with a complete different perspective. Men are economical savvy, women are not. Women takes mostly emotional like decisions, and when you take emotional decisions, largely they are risk averse. They don't want to bet. Many times men do that basically. So, and that comes as a concept as a protection of your capital. So, preservation of capital, really if you want to learn, I think women can contribute into that aspect.
I feel every woman should be empowered to take financial decisions. She shouldn't be depending, on her father or her brother or her son. And she should basically get involved. And it's very simple. It's not rocket science. You have to ask questions. Everything becomes clear.
Experience was really, really good. After attending this session, they had given me proper brief about the mutual fund, where to spend and which plan I should take for my future in terms of traveling, surviving, and the further future planning. So I found it really good session.
I've learnt a lot, and I've also understood that being financially independent for a woman is not just about earning your own living, but it's also about investing against the priorities that you feel are important for you in your life.
You always work hard to earn money, but your money can also earn you some more money. That was the takeaway from me from today's session.
I think it was a great learning experience, and our panels were very informative, and there were certain things which we were not aware of, which we made it very clear, especially SIP was not in our agenda.
बहुत अच्छा, क्योंकि मुझे ये सब चीज़ के बारे में बिल्कुल भी जानकारी नहीं थी, एकदम ज़ीरो नॉलेज, क्योंकि बीइंग ए स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन हम एकदम बिंदास रहने वाले लोग हैं, कमाओ और एंजॉय करो। लेकिन आज यहाँ पर आने के बाद बहुत कुछ जानने को मिला, तो अभी मैं सोचूंगी आगे कि हाँ सेविंग्स करना है।
So I pledge my 1 day income every month into mutual fund.
I pledge to invest my 1 day's income every month into mutual funds.
I pledge to invest my 1 day income every month in mutual funds.
I pledge to invest 1 day's income into mutual funds every month.
मैं प्लेज करती हूँ मेरी एक दिन की कमाई मैं म्यूचुअल फंड में हर महीने में इन्वेस्ट करूँ।
Times Influence Initiative.